And one day in class, this guy, I don't know what his problem was, he's taking roll. I hear someone say, here, do bows, and I hear here. And I just, it's out of blood, I was like, I hear the name a couple more times. And I said, I wonder what she looks like.
He was coming down the hall and I was going up the hall. And as we met, he asked me, do you have a man? And I told him, I do, but he's about to be fired. Waves across the room turned into our conversations between classes, and we had this platform that was actually in the entrance of McFeeder's Dentist, and we would stand on that platform during our breaks in classes and we would talk for hours. Well, we had the notion to one another that we both had feelings for one another, I think. And so I got up the courage to call him and say, let's go out, we want to go to the movies tonight. The movie was a little risque. It was Pandora's box. This lady comes in with this little 5-year-old boy. And so we look at each other like, I know this lady does not have this little boy in this movie theater. So she has him standing up, facing us, like his back is to the screen, like stand up, turn around. So we're looking at him and he's looking at us. We're like,
stop looking at me.
That was our first date. So we really don't count it because it was so weird. But our second first date, we went to
the movie and we saw Matrix Reloaded, the second one. I fell asleep. I ate and I fell asleep.
And was snoring during the movie.
So we're not being genuine when we get there, because we're walking around and we're holding hands. And I detest holding hands.
And so do I.
And so does she. So we're walking here like grimy, holding each other's hands, looking at little kids play, and I'm thinking, God, would it be wrong if I let her hand go? And we just finally went somewhere and we sat down. So when we sat down, I was like, okay, I don't have to hold hands anymore. And a couple years later, we finally talked about that. We had the biggest laugh about we hated holding hands, and to this day,
we still don't hold hands.
We still don't hold hands.
Mm-mm. After we graduated, I had applied to dental school and didn't get in. He and I had maybe been on 1 or 2 dates or so. I get a call from the dental school that had rejected me, and they told me they wanted me to come and do a post-bac program. I immediately said yes, but then I kind of was like, oh my gosh, I've just, told my friend that, I have feelings for him and we're excited about where our relationship could go, and now I'm moving 300 miles away. I would have rough days at school, either with patients or teachers, and you would want to come home to someone to just sit and talk to, or to give you a hug to say it's gonna be okay. The first 6 years of our 10-year relationship, we've been long distance. So for me, the wedding means that we've made the sacrifices and we've done the hard work to get to the point where we can celebrate with our friends.
All those days apart, all those hours apart, all those hours on the phone is coming to a climax. The people are going to see the end of one thing, yet the beginning of another. 2003 when we started dating, or 1999 when we first met, to now. You know, actually, Clark just graduated, had their commencement ceremony this past Monday, and it was been 10 years since we finished. So it's kind of symbolic that, you know, from the day, 10 years, almost 10 years to the day from when we walked across the stage, and now we're at this point in our lives, and it's starting a whole new chapter. That's what I'm excited about.
I'm most looking forward to him seeing me in my dress. As the curtains open and we, you know, me and my dad walk out and he sees me for the first time, and, you know, see his wife walking towards him is what I'm most excited about.
Who would have thought an 8 o'clock chemistry class would have ended like this? If I could sing you a song, I'd sing you the greatest ballad. If I could write you the greatest poem, it would last the test of time. If I was Solomon, you'd be my beloved. I'm just Robert. And I'm thankful that you would let me stand up here with you. And you're gonna give me the honor of calling you my wife. So from this day, I pledge my loyalty, my love, and fidelity unto you.
Robert, when you came into my life, my heart was bruised and damaged. Never ever believing that I would find true love and true happiness. But God had bigger plans for me. He had a love called the divine love that was created especially for me, designed to be given by you. I'm so thankful to have you in my life. Because of you, I'm a better person. Because of you, I love harder. Because of you, I laugh harder. And thank you for being my dream come true.
She doesn't know it, but I have a little surprise for her at the wedding. So, and I can't wait to see her response to that. I had heard about the chef's table at the Four Seasons Hotel, and so I contacted the Four Seasons and I told them what I was trying to do, and the young lady Abby that worked there, she just took off with it like it was her own little baby, and we have at least probably 75 emails within that week's time about setting this up and just being a perfect day and everything that I wanted to do.
It was supposed to be on a Friday, the Friday of that week. I was like, okay, you know, and he's always getting us tickets. We're always going somewhere. So it wasn't a big deal. It was just like, okay, we're going out Friday.
The weather was bad. So I was like, well, we're not gonna be able to do it there. So they actually called me and told me that, well, Mr. Robinson, we're not gonna be able to do it outside. And they said, we're gonna move you into the presidential suite of the Four Seasons. So I'm like, this is gonna be incredible.
We're running a little late because he will never admit it, but he's really slow.
We walk in, we go to the concierge desk, and I tell them, I'm Robert Robinson, I'm here for the concert. And so the lady at the desk knew what was going on. She says, oh, we've been waiting on you, this, that, and the other. So she takes us up to and the concert's in the penthouse suite. So we get up there and we're walking and we're just looking at it, we're just like in awe.
What is going on? Like, why are we here? This is not the right room. And she left us in someone's room. You need to call her so she can come get us, because when the real people come into this room, we're gonna be in big trouble.
We're looking out the window of the presidential suite, looking over the city, but there's a partition between us. And I pull the ring out and I tell her, I said, I've been waiting all my life to do this. Will you marry me?
It was a beautiful night. Oh, and then after that, we went downstairs. The maitre d' takes us into the kitchen of the hotel. And as we walk into the kitchen, I see this huge table that's filled with pictures of us throughout our relationship.
It was just like a menagerie of all the things that we have done in our lives thus far. And that's when I think the emotions just overtook her. But it was a beautiful night. It
was nice, very nice. Best night of my life.
It's hard to be away from someone. You know, I mean, it's natural to interact with someone face to face, be able to put your hands on them, be able to go places with them. But when you don't have that, you have to have something else that keeps you together, that ties you up. And that was our faith. That was our faith in God. That was our faith in one another. That was our desire to be the best for each other and be supportive of one another. And it all paid off, and it's still paying off for both of us.